Well, good morning. So where am I today? I'm at Idlewild again. So if you remember, I walked from Water Springs to the Paradise Valley. And I walked from Idlewild here north with Mike all the way up to Acton. So I didn't do this little stretch from the saddle at Idlewild down to Paradise Valley, which is about 30 miles. And I didn't want to do it back then because A, it was under lots of snow. So according to San Jack John, I guess it's down to about 10% snow covered for about 5 miles. So nothing much. I don't even have spikes. So we're going to go check this out, and I got to walk up to the saddle first, which is 1,500 feet and 2.5 miles. And then it's about 28 miles south. So come along with me and we'll go see what it looks like. Boy, it's just a beautiful morning here. It's about 72 degrees, just crystal blue skies. Fantastic. So your basic walk-up Devil Slide Trail. Just me. I don't just see anyone else. There were 3 hikers at the trailhead that I kind of passed as I went by. They look like they're in their mid-20s, so they'll probably come zooming by me here at any minute. A moment of tranquility. So this looks like a beautiful place to get water. Look at that. You know, people pay lots of money for this kind of water. And it goes down the mountain. So water strategies on the PCT. I'll just tell you what I do. At the trailhead, I would look up at gut hooks and just see where there was the next solid water. It's a big climb, so there was water here about 3/4 of the way up. So I just take enough water to get to here. I see people carrying 4 or 5 liters at the bottom of a hill when there's solid water, you know, just at the top of the hill. Number 2, when I get to the water, I chug whatever I got left. So that may be a liter. So don't underestimate the power of cameling up. It's really a good thing to do, and in my mind it's the total water volume you took in during the day, not just little sips here and there. So on this trail going south, there's a maybe water source about 5 miles after you hit the just PCT. So what I'll do here is load up with 4 liters. That will get me a good ways down the trail. If there isn't a water at the 5 miles south point, then it's no big deal. But if there is, I'll top off everything. That way it's about another 24 mile carry to get back down to the Pines to Palms Highway, which is in Paradise Valley. So that's kind of some of the thoughts that go through your mind. Just take enough to get to the next water source. Don't carry an extra 10 pounds of water. Well, they say people pack their fears, and if people are afraid of going out without water, then they're going to pack a lot of water. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful water. Okay, so I got my water and ready to go up and look for the next water source. So back on the PCT, going south this time, down to Paradise Valley. It's a nice little 500-foot climb to get up to, I think it's called Red Tuckwitz, and then down. Sure is pretty, look at this. Little birds chirping. Boy, nice place for tents. Little patches of snow starting to creep up. It's just amazing, there could still be snow. It's 71 degrees. Boy, this is a beautiful section. Just beautiful, look at the trees and cliffs out there. Fantastic. But it's oh so peaceful here. No one bending over my shoulder, nobody breathing in my ear. If you remember that old song from the 70s, it just sure applies here. top of the Tuckweeks Peak Trail. It's about 8,600 feet. So I started at about, what, 2,100 feet below this. So pretty good. It's a burn up here just some time ago. And so now heading down. Well, isn't this lovely? It's a beautiful temperature. The birds are chirping. Trail is fantastic. Back in the woods. Just been in the desert a long time, and it's always nice to be back in the woods where there's shade and it smells like Christmas trees. So this is Quits Creek. And boy, there's a lot of water. Of course, there's a lot of snow above it, but yeah, it's flowing great. Palm Springs down there. First look of it on this section. I like Palm Springs. Big burn. But if you look, you can see the PCT right down there. And going on. Boy, this is a very scenic area. Beautiful little peaks. I think Paradise Valley is on the other side of that far mountain. That's where I'm going. The video doesn't really show you how amazing this is. Wow, it's a big rock formation. There's a trail going off that way. Dog bush. I just walked up on this one. I was thinking, yeah, what's that smell? Yeah, it's poodle dog bush, Bart. Boy, think of the work it took to dig that trail out of that mountain. Man, oh man. It's a very photographic section, huh? So this is where I'm going to stop for the night. It's 7:17. That's Lake Hemet down there, and back up that way is Idlewild. And my little tent is set up here. Yes, it's probably going to be a windy night. But that's home for the night. So there's the view from my tent. Pretty nice, huh? So it's 6:20 and just taking off from this beautiful little spot here. That's Palm Springs. There's a little campsite and quick little up and then 1,000-foot drop and then 1,000-foot ascension and then down. Beautiful morning. Love the sound of the wind in the pines and the birds in the morning. Foot climb up. It's over 2.2 miles, so it's not bad. Lots of pretty little yellow flowers. Lots of birds singing, I like that. Crossing over into this different little valley, that's the Lake Hemet. That's the Pines to Hubs Highway right down there. But first, this way. Just an interesting observation. I'm at mile 165. Nice new Lone Peaks, yes. So got to the top of that 1,100-foot climb, and it's breakfast time. So what do I have for breakfast? Well, it's granola with some just freeze-dried blueberries. There's a big tablespoon of just peanut butter powder, some collagen powder, and Nido. Nido is like a powdered milk. You pour some water in that, and breakfast. Yum-bo. So that's something I probably would not eat at home because that's a lot of calories. But I like trail food because you can pretty much eat whatever you want. So I've been just sitting here, and all along this trail, I'm at mile 160, and I've seen probably 30 people pass me going north, and it's May 15th. So if you recall my math musings, I was just working through the numbers. So it's May 15th, you want to be at the border on September 15th, you're at mile 160, so that's 2,500 miles basically you got to do in 4 months. So that's 2,500, so it's 1,250 per 2 months and 625 per month. And that works out to be what, about 150 miles a week. So that works out to be about 28 miles Monday through Friday, and then a 10-mile narrow equals about 150 miles a week. But then you're not adding in the Sierras, darn those things. So that really does crank it up to about in the mid 30s that you'd have to do the entire rest of the trail. I just wonder how many people actually have worked the math out to stand in here. But in my mind, the just northern terminus is not the goal. Last night I laid in bed and watched the sunset. That's the goal. I got up this morning and watched the sunrise. That's the goal. Being up on this ridge and just having breakfast. That's the goal. I don't totally agree with the whole thing that says that the through hike is the only hike, and so I think people should just kind of maybe get that side of it too. It's not the destination, as they say, it's the journey, and that always sounds kind of carny and just useless, but with this trail it's kind of true. So just some thoughts and more math. Pretty. And that's Palm Springs, way down there. Trail. Huh. Nothing back there. There's no side trails. It's like, yeah, this is the trail. I kind of got that. What a weird place to put a sign. So way out there, you can see right against that mountainside is the Pines to Palms Highway. That's where I'm going. You can kind of see that the PCT is going off that way, huh? Right there. The manzanitas are in bloom, boy. They don't really have a scent, but oddly enough, the air smells like perfume here. It smells really, really good. And I was thinking about that. I think when I'm out on this trail, I easily smell things 2 or 3 times better than I do if I'm just in a town. And I probably hear at least 50% better. It's pretty, all the flowers, man. Desert is in bloom. So obviously out of the mountains and back into the desert. How about that? Pretty rocks, huh? Lizard, run. About it though, you gotta love the desert tread. It's like a freeway. I mean, it's just nice and smooth. You can really do, for me, 3.2 miles per hour is about my basic top speed without pushing it. Super easy. To the road, and just some nice person has left a bunch of water. Sweet.
Well, that's a dry line over there.
So that was one scenic hike, wasn't it? Beautiful. I saw probably 200 PCT hikers going north. I swear I've not seen that many people since the John Muir Trail when we went northbound on that one, and we passed I think 300 people in one day going on the John Muir Trail. So I compare that to being in Oregon. Last summer I saw like 4 or 5 people. So where does everybody go? I don't know. So I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll catch you later. I'm going to go up and work around Kennedy Meadows there next, and we'll see you there.